Hello again, boys and girls. Yesterday we talked about retelling a story using a bit more detail by retelling the beginning, the middle, and the ending events. Yesterday, you made a beginning, middle, and ending booklet. So today I'm going to show you how to retell the beginning of the story. The first thing you need to do, though, is you need to pick a book that you want to listen to. If you have a book at home that you want to read with your parents or your family members, you can certainly choose that. If you do not have a book at home, I want to show you how to access books using your Clever account and logging into Mayan. So, the first step that you need to do is to visit the website clever.com. Next, you need to choose Clever Badge Login. Now, each of you has your very own QR code that you are going to be able to scan to access your Clever account. If you do not have your QR code, you can definitely email your teacher and your teacher can send it to you. Once you log into Clever, you would choose Mayan. And Mrs. Cohen created a book set for you this week that is perfect for retelling the beginning, the middle, and the ending of this story. It's called Fairy Tales. So if you find the project that says Fairy Tales and you scroll all the way over to the pencil, you're going to see choices of different fairy tales you can listen to practice your retelling this week. So the first thing I want you to do is I would like you to pick a story and to read it either on Mayan or to read it with a family member. The story that I did this week was called The Icky, Sticky Anteater. So I'm going to have you pause the video right here and go ahead and read that book now. Okay, I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, welcome back, boys and girls. So you listened to your story today. What you are going to do is grab your beginning, middle, and ending retelling book, and I'm going to show you how to retell the beginning of the story. In the beginning of the story, we are introduced to the characters and to the setting. So, what I want you to do is I want you to go back to the story that you just read, and I want you to reread the first 2 pages. That is going to focus in on the beginning events. So Mrs. Cohen is going to reread the first 2 pages of The Icky, Sticky Anteater. There once was an anteater who didn't eat ants. He preferred things like berries, honey, and plants. His tongue was long and sticky, just like the rest, but he found just the thought of ants hard to digest. The other anteaters shook their heads in disgust. Eating ants is your job, and eat them you must. So he stuck out his tongue, and he wrinkled his snout, and in anticipation began searching about. So that is the very beginning events of what happened in my story. You are going to go listen to the first 2 pages of what happened in your story. Once you've done that, you're going to get your beginning, middle, and ending booklet out from yesterday. You're going to flip up the B section for beginning. At the top, you're going to draw a little picture of what happened in those first 2 pages in the beginning of the story. So let's see what Mrs. Cohen drew. I drew our anteater friend who really enjoys eating berries and leaves, but he doesn't like eating ants so much. Then I drew the characters, the anteater friends. And if you look at their faces, they're not so happy with our anteater. They feel like he should be eating ants. So I drew that for you to introduce the characters and what is happening at the beginning of the story. The picture goes up top. Then at the bottom, I wrote a sentence to explain my picture. He did not like to eat ants. So, boys and girls, go back and listen to the first 2 pages, the beginning of your story. And then I want you to draw a picture of what happened on those 2 pages and try your very best to write a sentence to explain your work. Tomorrow, we're going to take a look at the middle events. So for now, have fun retelling the beginning of your story. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.